It's that time already. Time for another SFX review. Hey, Bayek, it's me, and here I am again, reviewing another SFX issue. And it is from March 2024, which is almost upon us. So, as you can see from the cover, look what's dominating. It's Dune, of course. That is the big film, the big release, part 2. It's one that, well, a lot of people have been looking forward to, and they are visually stunning. There's no doubt about it. They are wonderful films, what we've seen. Obviously, you know that I'm a big fan of the original, but I do like this version. I mean, why not? I mean, I do. Anyhow, I'm going on a bit there. So what else have we got here? We've got... about The Walking Dead. There's some news about that. There's a bit more on Doctor Who, of course, there. This is interesting. It's, yes, the sequel to the Winnie the Pooh one, Blood and Honey, the horror film, which is absolutely awful. They're bringing out a second one, and it's due in March out. Yes. Anyhow, let's get into what's in here. Right. Sorry, I was just wondering about that. Right, now, what have we got here? We have got here, there's a horror film called Imaginary, which is coming out 8th of March, I think, the cinemas. We've heard a little bit about it, but hopefully it's going to be good. I think I might have put it in one of my previews, hoping that it would be good. But we'll see. Then we've got... this one is out as well. There's a lot of talk about this, but the reviews haven't been too good. Lisa Frankenstein. So far, I've not heard a great deal of good reviews about this, but hey, that's how it goes. And then what else we got? We've got Adam Sandler in a sci-fi film called Spaceman on Apple. No, sorry, not Apple. Netflix. Adam Sandler in a straight role. Not comedy. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah. And then we've got some comic news here. We've got here a new Conan. There's Conan the Barbarian, a new story from that is coming out. And another Spider-Man, spectacular Spider-Man issue there. You see that? Oh, yeah. Then we've got here on Netflix a fairy tale called Damsel. Yeah. Is it one that's just going to disappear like so many of them do? I don't know. Let's what else have we got here? Now there's a Chinese sci-fi film idea which has been adapted called The Magic Number, and that's on Netflix. You see that? Netflix. I don't know anything about that. Might be interesting. Chinese sci-fi is probably very interesting. Then we've got here more sort of Doctor Who news about a lot of it's Big Finish. Look, there's the Colin Baker. He's a regular doing Big Finish productions. And then we've got here, I missed this. There's an obituary for Laurie Johnson. Laurie Johnson was part very much of the 60s in his music with the Avengers. Yes, sadly he passed away. Yeah, just recently passed away. We've got, yes, now we're into it. It's got Spice World. There it is. The Dune Part 2. And I don't know, but I presume they may well be carrying on after this into the other novels of Dune. There's some more there. I think there's an interview there, but it's not a big interview, with Florence Pugh. Yeah. It looks that you can't fault the look. And then we've got Timothy Chalamet here. An interview with him. Quite a lot there involved. A major character. Paul Atreides. And then we've got Gianni Zendaya. I think she's the major love interest, of course, for Paul. And there's an interview also here with Stellan Skarsgård, who plays the Baron. Yes, that's a quite interesting role, isn't it? It's just there on that. It's not very big, the interviews, but it's there. And then we've got Austin Butler. An interview with him. His role in the film as one of the baddies. There was a few baddies in the film. Oh, Josh Brolin as well there. Interview with him. That's a lot, isn't there? This is a big article. And then we move on to the other big film of March, which is Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. And we've actually got, as you can see, return of the original cast. Well, I think apart from one, obviously, who sadly died. I've forgotten his name. But yeah, look. Yeah, I think I think it'll do well. Yeah, particularly after the other one did. And bringing back the cast, I think it will do well. Yeah, so there is quite a lot of these big sort of films coming out, isn't there? And that is due out 22nd of March, apparently. So that's another thing. Now, here's the mention. They're doing a short mini-series, I think about 6 episodes, of The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, which brings back Rick and Marconi. What happened to them? Because COVID apparently affected the stories, what they were going to do. But they've decided to do that. Look, there's Marconi. There she is. There's an interview with the actress there talking about the role, Marconi. Yeah. And there's, look, Rick. There. Looks interesting. Even though I'm really bothered as much with Walking Dead. But, and here we are. Yes. It's the Winnie the Pooh one. Dear me, The Blood and Honey Part 2. I mean, really? Blood and Honey Part 2. I watched it and couldn't believe it, really. I thought it was one of the worst films of last year. Yeah, Blood and Honey. But anyhow, I think it did quite well. That is out on 15th of March. I shouldn't imagine it'll be long before it's on streaming and out on physical media. But it is getting a cinema rule. Oh dear. And then we've got this. You know my feelings on that. It's a Doctor Who talking about designing of the Meep. Yes. I'll say too much more about that thing. Yeah, there's a bit more. Oh dear. Yes. Oh God, there's even more here about this other one. Yeah, that was in the second story. Yeah, it's a good talk. Got a sense of humor, isn't it? You need one. And then there's this an Asimov science fiction series, Foundation, which is coming to one of the streaming channels. That looks well designed. See which streaming channel it is. Apple. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of quite amazing designs on this. How good the series, but it's an Asimov one, yeah. Quite interesting. So that's coming out. And then what else have we got here? We have got oh, this is a retro look back at the 1990s sort of sci-fi horror puzzle film, Cube. I don't know if you remember that. I've seen it. Yeah. There's a look back at that. Yep, it's just saying it's available to get on DVD and Blu-ray. There we are. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that. The first one is particularly intriguing film, definitely. Then there's an interview. He's got a novel coming out. I think, yeah. J. Michael Straczynski, or Straczynski, or however I pronounce it. He, of course, is the creator of Babylon 5. Yeah, there he is. And then we've got to the review section. And the first film I noticed that they're reviewing is Lisa Frankenstein. Yeah, it reflects. They've given it 2.5. There it is, Lisa Frankenstein. I think there's a consensus on that. And there's another film I've heard about, which was a horror film called Baghead. That's got 2.5 stars. I've heard some not so good reviews of that, but of course you should always make your own mind up. And I can think of certain films like Night Swim, which a lot of people didn't like, and I've seen it and I quite liked it. I quite enjoyed it. So yeah, especially after what I've talked about, always make your mind up. And then there is I've seen this. It's on BBC 3, Domino Day, season 1. It's about a young girls who are in a witch's coven. Yeah, I think it's a more modern take on it. I've just seen trailers of it. I haven't actually watched it, but I've seen it there. Then there's Percy Jackson and the Olympians. That's got 3 stars. I think that's on Disney Plus. I don't really know much about it. I haven't really investigated that. Then we've got some Japanese horror called Evil Dead Trap, but it's absolutely nothing to do with the Evil Dead movies. It's the Japanese one. And then, oh yeah, look at this. There's a review of the 4K of Peeping Tom, which I've talked about before. I've got a Blu-ray. I haven't upgraded to it. I've got a really nice edition, but it's such an important film. Came out just before Psycho, and is absolutely brilliant film. It's been praised by so many people and championed by Scorsese as well. It's really like Psycho, a slasher film. It influenced all these slasher films. Yeah, that's Peeping Tom. And then what else have we got here? Yeah, with another Japanese one here. I've seen this before going around, called Black Tight Killers. Yes, sounds a bit kinky. I don't know. That's I think a horror. It's a Japanese one. Then we've got, oh yeah, everybody's talked about this, and it is what I can't say much more. It's been given 5 stars. That reflects how good this film is. It's the Arrow release of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. A special 4K set has just been released. There it is. It's just one of those classic films. It really is. Then there's a documentary on Argento here, which they've given 4 stars to. There it is, called Panico. And then there's a review of an American Werewolf in Paris. Yes, the much maligned film. They give it 2.5 stars. Yes, I mean, how can you follow that? Such a classic film. Then we've just got some more book reviews, Doctor Who, usual novels. Not really much of standing out here. There's a computer game, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which they didn't like. They gave it 2.5 stars. I don't know anything about that. And then we've got a quiz about alien invasions. Yes, if you're interested in that. And then Jamie and the Magic Torch. Yes, there's a bit about that. Now, I think that is had a sort of a Blu-ray release, actually. They have been releasing some of the old classic TV children's series. I think that is that. But anyhow, here it is. And I'm sure they have recently released one, definitely. So we've got that there. And then, some more books on adverts on there. And that's it, really, yes. Hope you've enjoyed it. Another issue to come next month, of course, as we continue. And that's definitely Dune is the exciting news, I think, definitely. And that's it. So, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and we'll let you know when I produce these videos. And have a look at the playlist, have a look at previous things that I've done, and see what you think. And if you like this particular video, please give it a like. It gets it out onto YouTube and all algorithms and all that. And, well, if you've got any comments, please put your comments down. I really love to read your comments. And buy it all costs note. Can't say fairer than that, can you? Buy it, you can't. Anyhow, all I gotta say is, I'll see thee again.